let's quickly catch up about 10 bags that I can see being forever pieces in my collection. Hello, and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, fab to have you here. For those of you who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you enjoy my videos. I put out videos roughly 2 to 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion, slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself, and of course, celebrating others. So, what I think is really important on social media, YouTube, all of those, particularly when we're creating content about items, whatever the item might be, whether it is shoes, bags, wine, watches, vehicles, home items, paint, you know, whatever it is, if you're talking about items and you're sharing things, I think it's so important to reflect on the items themselves, whether they worked, their pros and cons, and yeah, demonstrate whether or not they've been a great kind of long-term for you, or could be a great long-term for you. And what I wanted to do today was just share with you the 10 bags from my collection as it currently stands. I will do a full collection at some point, but I'm moving things around, as you know, so I want to wait until that's all settled before I do a new collection. But I wanted to show you 10 pieces that I can't see ever being on the chopping block, you know, as circumstances stand today. So, yes, I actually need to change one out. Okay, this was hard because I have a lot of pieces that I love, and I have I would say I probably have about 20 pieces that I am very, 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 very passionate about in my collection. And then I have some, maybe even more, maybe even 25. And then I probably have another 15 or 20 that I'm much less passionate about. But I did whittle it down. I do have an honourable mention. 10. Maybe? I did. Okay, let's go with this. Let's go with this and see what happens. This was tough. I have to say this was tough. But let's start here. So I quickly swapped out a piece. I just said to you, didn't I need to swap one out. And the one that I grabbed that I can't believe I didn't put first was the Longchamp tote bag from Longchamp. I just think it's fabulous. I love the colours. I love how practical this is. I love how easy this is. It is chic. It is stylish. It is great for travel. I used this when I went with Longchamp in Paris. I used it as my travel bag, and it was great. I love it. It's a great work bag. It's very comfortable. It's easy to pop in the sides, and then you can make the bag bigger if you want to. Super practical. Great, great piece. I always say this is my version of a Neverfull. I fully believe that. I think it's a fantastic item. So yeah, I do. I have to say I really, really love this. I think it's brilliant. And of course, when I say, you know, forever bags, I mean as long as they last me. I appreciate not everything can last forever, but as long as they can last me, and they're ones that won't find themselves on the chopping block. Okie dokie. No, I do have an honourable mention. Okay, maybe there's 11 in here. Are there? No, I think we are okay. No, I think we are okay. Okay, let's go here. The bag that I think a lot of people associate with me would be the Longchamp Le Pliage medium top handle. I speak about this bag all the time. I've been such an advocate for this style of bag. I think it's fabulous. I own many of them, and I love them. This is my pink one. I've owned this for nearly 5 years. I bought it in celebration of a mental health achievement, a 6-month mental health milestone, still going strong. I don't use it as often anymore because it now has more sentimental value to me. And to be honest, I have so many bags that not every bag needs to be used. I pull it out occasionally, but I've been to nightclubs with this. I have been to work with this, I have traveled with this, I have been to the beach with this, like I have done it all with this bag and it has served me very, very well. So this is fabulous, loving that. And whilst we're talking Le Pliages, another medium top handle. I quite often get asked if I still love Longchamp because I think people see me buying other brands and they think that I've fallen out of love with Longchamp, and it's just not the case. I promise you it's just not the case. I have diversified my collection a little bit, but I still keep a very close eye on Longchamp, and I have also diversified my Longchamp collection. So I have bought fewer Longchamp bags this year, but I've bought sunglasses, I've bought belts, I've bought SLGs, so I've bought silks and stuff. So I have diversified my Longchamp collection. My love for the brand hasn't diminished, so please don't think that it has. It really has not. So, but let me quickly talk about this. This was my first custom Le Pliage. I love it. Living Life Loud, the motto of this channel. In my most recent video, I had my quality t-shirt on, you know, living life loud. This is what I think it's all about, being your authentic self. Yeah, this bag, I don't use a huge amount either. I don't use my Le Pliage medium top handles that much at the moment, but I am hoping to change that. But I think this is fabulous. I love the colours. I love the design I chose. This is my favourite of my customs. I have 3. It's my favourite of my customs. And I think that can quite often be the case because you do your favourite design first time around and they haven't mixed up the options in the past few years. So you can still, I've kind of exhausted the amount of customs that I can do because I've done all the variations that I want to do. So, but I love that and I've used that a fair few times. A bag I get asked quite a lot to sell and I will never sell. I will never sell because it is such a fabulous, chic, sophisticated workhorse bag. And this is my Aspinal of London London tote. I have 2 of these. I also have the charcoal blue, which I would also really struggle to part with. But of my 2, the pink is my favorite. This is Tea Rose Pebble. This is such a practical, chic bag. It looks so effortless and sophisticated. I love the color. I love the way that they've constructed this. The fact that you can put it on your shoulder, in the crook of your arm. It is just a fantastic, fantastic bag. I have used this for so many different work occasions and it still looks to be in pristine condition. And I love this. And I have been offered more than I paid for this bag in order to let it go. I just won't. I just won't. The fact, you know, for me, it's not about profiting on the pieces. If I'm still loving them, I can profit from it. That's fine. But I get so much more enjoyment out of it than I would do from the money. So this is a fantastic, fantastic piece. Like I said, I love the charcoal blue as well, but the pink is top tier. And if you're looking for that style of bag, do not sleep on the Aspinal of London London tote. It is honestly, honestly exceptional. Speaking of workhorse bags, I could not let this one go. And this is my, how many Bayswater? I think this might have been my second Bayswater. My Trippy Tiger was my first. This was my second Bayswater. This is in the black mock croc. I bought this from Designer Exchange back in 2022. And I absolutely love it. I just think it is so chic, so effortless, so easy, so classic, so timeless, so everything. You can accessorize it to give it a little bit of personality. I think it's a bag that can do so much, and I always feel very pulled together when I carry this bag. If I want to be a little bit more subtle, this is a great bag to carry. I think it's fabulous. I have traveled with it. I have used it for work. I have used it for day. I have actually used it to go out. I have taken this to a nightclub before, but that was more because I was using it during the day and there were no plans to go to a nightclub, and one thing led to another. So look, life just comes at you, and sometimes you have to say yes to going to the club. So I took this with me. Was it the best clubbing bag? No. I also have taken, this isn't on the list, but I've also taken my orange to the club before. Bayswater's not brilliant nightclub bags, however it can do a lot, and I really like this bag. It's a fantastic piece. So I'm very happy with that. Mulberry scarf, Vivienne Westwood charm, happy with that. Okay, let's do a travel item. How could I not pick my newest travel bag? And this is my custom Longchamp. So I bought this year actually. So yeah, but I love this. I think this is so cool. I love a white bag, as you know, white leather. I love the colours that I chose. This just feels very me with the silver hardware and the colours. Like, it's just a great bag. Now, does this get dirty quite easily? Yes, it already is. However, who cares? Who cares? It's a travel bag, and that was on me for choosing the combination that I chose. But I like this very, very much. I do have another Longchamp kind of canvas travel bag, which is the London edition. I do like that, but out of the two, I would pick this. And my Le Pliage original travel bags don't even come close. So yeah, this I would definitely keep. It's super practical. It's got the shoulder strap here. These are non-adjustable, but it does have the shoulder strap. And I love the detailing on these, because when you do these as a custom, sorry, it's got stuff in it, but you can see there, it has Longchamp by NJS and the colours that you choose. So it's just little details like that. And these are, you know what, $280 I think I paid for this, maybe $300, $280, $300. I would much rather have that than a Keepall. So, but that's just me. That's just me. And I love the Longchamp brand. So that's where my head goes to. Okay. How are we tracking? I think we've got 5 more to do. Let's go here. The Celine Phantom, a dream bag for many, many years. I have always loved the Celine Phantom. I've talked about that ever since I first saw Cassie's about, you know, over a decade ago. I loved this bag. I've always wanted one. At the start of the year, I managed to get my hands on this fabulous yellow. You don't see these in colours very often. I certainly don't see people carrying them in colours very often. The luggage, a little bit more. You will quite often see those in, you know, blue or red or something, but I don't see Phantoms very often in a colour. So really nice to have this yellow. I love this bag. I've accessorised it with a Longchamp scarf. I think it's gorgeous. I took this to Paris with me. I used it as a travel bag in August. Used it for work, used it for day, used it for travel. It's super chic, it's super sexy. This is just a great, great big bag, and I just love it. I think I love the colour. It's fabulous. Next up, this was a toughie. I had 2 to choose from here. Do I choose the Dionysus or do I choose the Marmont? I chose the Marmont. I chose the Marmont, and I love the Dionysus, don't get me wrong. I think it's a fabulous bag, but this bag can do everything. This is a great crossbody. The Dionysus doesn't go crossbody. This can do evening, this can do day. Could they do work? Maybe if you don't carry a lot of stuff, or you leave, you know, technology in the office, or you carry a separate laptop bag, etc. And you could always, if you don't like logos, you could always keep it this side if you wanted to. But I just think this is a fabulous bag. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy to have it. I use this as my crossbody pretty often. I used it in Paris a significant amount. I love the fact that I've got the velvet version, the black velvet version. I think that adds an element of dimension to it. It's gold hardware, which isn't my fave, but I think it works with this bag overall. Very easy to style, very easy to use. I'm a huge, huge fan of this. So yeah, it was a tough call, very tough call. But I also think if I was to buy another, what would I buy? Would I buy another Dionysus or another Marmont? And I think I would buy a embellished, blinged up Marmont, that one that I've shown you before at Designer Exchange. Goodness me. Goodness me. If I wasn't trying to be practical at the moment, that would have come home with me, because that was absolutely stunning. Yeah. And did I debate selling some other things in order to bring that into my collection? You know I did. So yeah, but anyway, this is good. I really like this. Fabulous piece. Got it for a good price. I'm very happy with that one. So the Marmont, love that. Okay, whilst we're on the Gucci topic, I spoke about this one in my most recent video. This is my off the grid toe. I think this is fabulous. I was debating, would I go for this or would I go for this? I love this padlock tote, Supreme padlock tote. However, I just think that the off the grid suits me more, and I have more use cases for this particular bag. I just think I can use this so much more, and I love how this looks. I love how it feels. I love carrying it. I think it's a fantastic bag, and I've been really enjoying it. So yeah, you've got to go with what you love, and I love this. The one drawback I wish this was done slightly differently. I wonder if they could have maybe put the Gucci's here in a smaller, in the typography, and then left this off. But anyway, that's fine. I think it's a great piece. Very happy. If you want to know more about this bag and you haven't seen my review of it, go and check that out. I tell you my first impressions, what fits, all of that stuff. I mean, it's got so much in it. It's really heavy. Really heavy, I have to say. But yeah, I mean, when people pick up my bags, they will say, how on earth do you carry this? Like, my friend was over last week, and I had that on the table, ready to go to work the next day. And she picked it up and she said, how on earth do you carry this? It's like, well, I don't really go to the gym, so that's like my workout, and I just have to make sure I switch arms so I keep things even. Right, anyway, let's go here. Let's go for an evening piece. I did debate. The Kenzo was in contention. However, I think with having that Marmont, I would pick this. When I think about my favorite clutch, this is the one that I go to. The Kenzo is my most practical. The Mulberry, I love the color and I love the squishiness of it, but this is absolutely my favorite. And this is the one that I feel the most chic with when I'm carrying it. And this is my Prada bicolor clutch. It is in this beautiful baby pink with the white leather. It's got a front pocket, it's got a back pocket, and you have the interior as well with a zip pocket and a slip pocket. So it's a really practical, well thought through piece. It looks great. I bought this at the start of 2024. I like it very much. I ummed and ahed about whether to buy it. I decided why not? What have you got to lose? And I'm so happy that I did buy it because I just think it is an absolutely fabulous clutch bag, and very happy to have that one. Can't go wrong with Prada. And let's close things out. I'm sure you're all wondering where it is. My tricolour Mulberry Bayswater. I adore this bag. I love the way that I've accessorized this, not to toot my own horn, but I think I've done this bag very well. I think it's got an element of sophistication, but also some whimsy. I love the colors. I love the green and the white. I love this scarf, which was from the Softy line with the pink and the green. This great MCM charm that the MCM team gave me, which I love as well. I think that's super fun and adds to it. Silver hardware. Love this bag. Another bag that I often get asked if I'm ever looking to sell it, yeah, let me know kind of thing. It's like one that I get asked a lot. Would I be prepared to let it go? No. It's an absolute favorite. It's an absolute favorite. I love this. I loved this from the day it launched, and I'm so pleased when I managed to get it at the outlet. I just think it's fabulous. So that's the 10. Now, the honourable mention is a toughie. And you know, I might leave it alone because I can't decide between the yellow Prada, the orange Mulberry, the Gucci Supreme Tote, or the Gucci Dionysus. Or actually, as a little bit of fun and whimsy, the Versace I do love this. I do love this. This, for me, is just what fashion's about. Let's put this one in. Stuff it. This one's going in. This is the honourable mention. The Versace towel material tote with the embellished Medusa on the front. Stuff it. We're going for it. Love it. It's fun. It's playful. It's glamorous. I used this when I was on holiday in Dubai last year, and I loved it. It fit in so well. Just freaking loved it. This is what fashion, I think, sometimes you can't always be more is more, but I think there are moments when more is more is absolutely what you need. And this in bright pink, towel material, crystal front, you know, Baroque elements on the interior. Stuff it. This is great. This is number 11. This is the honourable mention. Am I looking to move this on? Absolutely not. And to be honest, yeah, would I sell? I probably would let some of the others go. I love the other ones I've just mentioned, but this is freaking good. So, number 11, honourable mention, Versace towel tote. So there we have it, everyone. That is my POV when it comes to the 10 bags plus my honorable mention that I will be keeping forever in my collection, you know, as long as life allows. So there we have that. So let me know, do you agree? If you know my collection, have I missed something glaringly that you think, oh my goodness, Nick, I can't believe you didn't pull that piece out? Let me know. And also, I would love to know what some of the pieces with your collections that you would love to keep. I know that there have been a lot of other content creators who have done videos like this, so also go and check out their videos, but please do let me know what some of your pieces would be. I love to hear from you. Thank you so much as always for watching. I look forward to seeing my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.